Alright, last Epoch patch 1.1 pack overview. Let's check it out.
Hello, travelers. My name is Judd Kobler, game director for Last Epoch and founder of 11th Hour Games. I want to welcome all of our new community members joining us for the official launch of Last Epoch and give a huge thank you to all of you who have been with us throughout early access. Because of your tremendous support, we're launching a game that was just a dream not too long ago, and we're extremely excited to share it with all of you.
True.
Last Epoch began as an after-hours passion project founded by a Reddit post in 2017.
Oh my
A
god.
group of us ARPG
2017.
enthusiasts banded together and set off on our dream to create the next great loot-based action RPG. This was to be a game made by us players who were passionate about the genre and would always listen to the community that plays these games as their hobby, because that's who we are too. That was a pretty lofty goal considering we had absolutely no funding. The majority of our early founders had never worked in the games industry, and we were mostly just die-hard action RPG fans wanting to ensure that
Look
our
how good it
hobby had
looks
a bright
now.
future. Through Kickstarter and the support of our incredible community, we've grown from a development team of just 5 or 6 to over 90 people from across the world who've banded together through a love of collecting loot and building awesome heroes. Our unconventional studio has been able to achieve things that typically require much larger companies.
Well, that's the
And I attribute
Warlock.
that to our team's intense collective desire to make the next great action RPG, the game that we want to play as fans for all of us. We're incredibly excited that in just a couple days we'll be launching the 1.0 version of Last Epoch, marking the
Ooh,
beginning of
look
our
at that.
journey with
The
you
Archer?
in the world of Etera. A world where we plan to release new powers to discover, gods to slay, loot to find, and in-game challenges to conquer for years to come. For those of you who are brand new, Last Epoch is a loot-based, top-down action RPG where you will travel through time in a desperate attempt to save the fated world of Etera. Along your journey, you will choose to
Necro?
ascend into one of 15 different mastery classes, each with unique skills,
Yeah, it's insane.
passives, and playstyles, as you take on divine gods, immortal empires, and the all-devouring void. In Last Epoch, you'll find over 125 class skills, each with its own customizable and transformative skill tree. You'll find a deep loot system with over 300 unique items, each with its own build-defining power you won't find anywhere else. Powerful idols that fit strategically into your inventory, and our renowned legendary system,
Look
which
at that
can
in
take even
face.
the most unassuming unique
Looks
and
really
turn them
good.
into the most powerful items in the game. You'll need all of that power at your disposal when you enter our expansive in-game that includes ancient dungeons, an endless ranked arena of champions, and shattered timelines in the Monolith of Fate. If you're new to the world of Last Epoch, you've picked the perfect time to jump in. We've made sure that Last Epoch is a game that you can dive into without any prior information. But if you're looking for help, there are a ton of great starter guides made by our awesome community of content creators who have put in a lot of effort into providing entertaining and informative content for Last Epoch fans. There's also
Man, the lighting
a game
also is
guide
really
that
good.
provides you all the information
The
you need
shadows.
to go from a beginner to having an advanced understanding of the game. Now let's talk about what's new in Last Epoch. The full release of Last Epoch brings about the final remaining 2 masteries, the Falconer and the Warlock. The Falconer emerges as the third mastery
Warlock
for
all
the
day.
rogue, showcasing an impressive command of tactical traps and deadly falconry. With her fierce avian companion, she weaves through the battlefield with quick wits and unscrupulous tactics, forging an unbreakable bond with her falcon ally through the falconry skill. Initiating falcon strikes and deploying skills like dive bomb and aerial assault, the Falconer brings tactical chaos to the battlefield, leaving her enemies unsure of what they should fear next, the Talon or the Blade. Along with the new class comes some exciting new unique items that empower new playstyles if you're lucky enough to find them. Today, I want to show off Falcon Fists. This rare unique lets you dive all in on empowering your Falcon's attacks while turning your melee hits into an explosive Falcon Punch.
Wow, that's
Finally,
crazy.
stepping out of the darkness is the long-awaited Warlock, a
Oh
new class
yeah.
mastery for the Acolyte, set on tearing into the essence of her foes, twisting and corrupting their spirits. The Warlock wields an arsenal of new curses, each uniquely designed to dim the mind, break the body, and inflict pain. Rain down chaos bolts, feast on the souls of your enemies, and break open the ground, unleashing destructive necrotic energy and unyielding undead husks. What Warlock is complete without an arsenal of unique items to curse and corrupt their foes? One such treasure is quite literally the spine of your enemies, turning your chthonic fissure into a set of rapidly striking flame whips. The Warlock
Come on,
and
man.
Falconer
That
aren't
looks so
the
cool.
only travelers who will be wielding new skills in Etera. The Primalist is adding 2 new powerful skills to his arsenal. Gathering Storm, which calls down bolts of lightnings upon the enemies around you, and a redesigned Tempest Strike, which wields the power of wind, frost, and thunder, with all three elements coming to bear at the tip of your weapon. The Paladin is receiving a powerful new skill tree to complete his divine arsenal. In addition to erupting Holy Judgment and protecting allies with auras and sigils, the Paladin will harness the power of Healing Hands, a skill capable of keeping allies alive as well as burning the evil
Oh, that's so
of the
cool.
enemies of Atera, especially the undead and void abominations. We continue to improve,
Beings from
update,
heaven.
and strengthen every mastery in Atera. Countless skills have been rebalanced and modified. Our current page count for balance and updates
Man, look
is
how good the
clocking in
game
at
looks, though.
32 pages. You can find all of the details on our forums. I'm excited to share with you the immense amount of visual and gameplay feel improvements coming with the full release of Last Epoch. For 1.0, we have overhauled and updated all of our character rigs and every single character animation in the game. This means that characters move more dynamically, their attack animations feel more impactful, and individual character identities and movements are able to shine through. You will also notice interface enhancements everywhere you
Yeah, the interface
We've
looks
taken
real
a
clean.
lot of time to improve the user interface visuals and provide better information across the game. We've made big updates to lighting and shadows, with new tech that will be immediately noticeable to all returning Last Epoch
Yeah, look, you
players
can tell.
and tremendously improves the overall visual quality of the game. Additionally, we've added scene variants, which introduces random weather, season,
Oh, yeah,
and
baby.
vegetation visuals throughout
That
the
just
echoes
changes up
of
the
wildlife.
monopoly of the
We're
game,
also
you know?
bringing many new and updated enemies to the world of Atera that you will find
It makes the
all
world
throughout the game,
feel
including
alive.
many campaign zones that have had significant updates. You'll notice wolves, bears, saber-tooths, and more
Oh, look
have
at
been
the saber-tooth.
updated. And of course, for you Primeless players,
Damn,
your
Scorpion looks
companions
good.
are no exception. For combat, we've made many improvements in addition to animation updates, including improved damage numbers that react to the direction of impact, increased hit sounds in the audio mix, brought back screen shake settings, and increased the visual weight of some hit effects. This has combat feeling better than ever. We've added a significant amount of new 2D and 3D visuals for character gear and items, including new item tooltips that truly showcase the outstanding loot in Atera.
God, look how
Earlier this year,
good the
we released
interface looks.
information on our much-anticipated Item Factions system, and we are excited to see players get to experience this for the very first time with this release. Will you choose to align with the Merchants Guild and gain access to the bustling bazaar and an economy of travelers and trade, all collectively bargaining and hunting for the best items Atera has to offer? Or will you join the Circle of Fortune, set your sights to the stars, and increase your chances of finding the ultimate weapons and armor through prophecy? Either way you choose to hunt for incredible items in Last Epoch, you won't have to worry about your friends losing out on the perfect upgrade that happens to drop for them while they're away. With the new resonance system, you will have a chance to gain resonance with your friends who you fight alongside. Using a resonance will allow you to gift items directly to your friends, but be sure to be picky as resonances are powerful resources. Our full release is also bringing a staggering amount of balance updates, new unique items, new item affixes, new item bases, and much, much more. If you'd like to learn everything that is coming in Last Epoch 1.0, please visit our patch notes on the forum using the link in the description down below. Once again, I want to sincerely thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts. We are a team formed from the ARPG community, and to be able to make it this far with Last Epoch and share this creation with you is a dream come true. We cannot wait for you to experience the full release and the awesome plans we have for the future. We'll see you in Atera on February 21st.
Yeah, man. You know, super amazing team, great developers. I'm just gonna turn off the sound because we're gonna go back and review some things. But you know, I got Last Epoch, I think, after the Kickstarter for sure. So to see the game grow from where I was playing it until now is amazing. That goes to show you, if you have developers that care about the game, they will give you their best. So let's check out things that for me are super impressive. Obviously, the visual of the game. So just visually, the game looks amazing. I mean, you saw compared to how it looked where from here, look at that. From here, passion project. Now we go to, oh, they got funding. This is from a dream becoming a reality to this. And then the interface was not this clean. it was already there, but they what's the word I'm looking for? They touched it up. Like now, like it pops. It didn't pop before, and you could really see that once we cover the bow and the items that they were showcasing for the interface. And just look how good it looks. Look at the blood splatter. Like I don't know if this is gonna stay this clean when builds start getting a little bit crazier, but I hope it does because the clarity is amazing, and that's important when you're in an action RPG is being able to see because you want to be able to see enemies uh attack patterns. So this looks amazing. And then the classes, oh my bad, right here. Yeah, there's tons of replayability. Now, I know a lot of people they kind of like get attached to one character. I would suggest don't get attached to one character. It's fine to have a few classes that you enjoy, but try them all. Look how many different choices you have, and each mastery has X amount of skills that you can explore and see if you can come up with new builds. So it's gonna be really exciting. I mean, a lot of the classes are gonna have builds because Last Epoch has been out for a while. So like he said, content creators that have been covering the game, they have tons of builds and they have a lot of great builds. So I would suggest to play Warlock and Falconeer if you want to do the exploring and not be spoiled, because this there are gonna be no builds for Falconeer or Warlock. Well, eventually they will, but right in the beginning, 100%, it's like a fresh start. So I would suggest playing those classes. I'm gonna play Warlock because I'm excited for the Warlock. I just like that archetype, the minion builds, the cursing, the basically the opposite of a mage. Mage I always felt like was like the good guy, but more into what's great about this trailer. Oh yeah, we're gonna cover. But look, so this interface, like when you would hover, I don't know if it's for everything. Hopefully, it's for everything, not just like legendaries or exalted items, which are the purple. But what I want to cover is look how the shield pops. It feels like it's coming out of the page. Like it looks real good. It's amazing, man. And this is cleaned up. The borders are a little bit thicker and vibrant. Like this looks really good. And then the lining with the shadows. Oh my, yeah, look at that. And then this is I don't know. Okay, maybe that's not new. I never got to this part. But this MTS effect, like the shining while that's happening, that's dope. But yeah, this looks really good. And then he was talking about the lighting and shadows, but look how clean that looks. It's amazing. It's amazing what a game could become with developers that care. Yeah, I'm so excited for the Warlock. I feel like the Warlock is gonna have some crazy moves. Like for me, I think this move is gonna be something you could really exploit in a good way, not in a bad way. Like it's gonna be really strong. Then I want to cover the. They touched up on monsters because the monsters look amazing. Here's more in the interface. Yeah, that looks so clean. Yeah, here we are with the monsters. I mean, this is exciting. The whole weather change, because like this just makes your world feel like it's actually alive and it's breathing, and that's important because if you could get people to be immersed in the world, then you got them hooked. Like for me, honestly, that's one of the biggest selling points for for like Diablo 4. For me, it was the world of Diablo that really got me hooked. So I'm happy that Last Epoch is trying to make that happen with their world, where they want you to be invested in Last Epoch. Well, in the world of Last Epoch. But look how great this design is. My God, they got talented artists. And he was talking about audio. I'll tell you this. Ooh, the Sabretooth is my favorite. Sabretooth looks sick, man. Scorpion and Sabretooth, both my favorites. Scorpion, I think I'm leaning more on the Scorpion just because how like alien like the Scorpion looks. I love alien stuff. I love sci-fi. Look how cool he looks. God, yeah. So they look really good. But yeah, so just to touch on the audio, he was talking about audio. They in just the current patch, which is not gonna matter no more, but their audio is really good for where it is now. So I can't wait to see how the audio sounds in patch 1.0. So I'm super excited. Damn, look at this. It all pops. All right, well, that's gonna be it for me. I'm super excited. Let me know in the comments down below if you're excited. I hope you pick up Last Epoch if you're interested in action RPGs. I really think it's worth your time. But until then, catch you in the next one.